Instatic is a self-hosted visual CMS built directly on the Bun runtime. By operating exclusively within this modern JavaScript environment, it strips away legacy overhead to execute code and serve pages at extremely high speeds. The core branch structure is actively changing. Setup steps, features, and repository architecture shift weekly, making exact source dating an absolute requirement before deploying. We are operating under a strict evaluation constraint today. This briefing relies entirely on an isolated inventory of provided sources, and we will explicitly flag where independent coverage is missing or where sources simply mirror the primary repository. Relying strictly on verifiable documentation rather than developer marketing removes ambiguity. It gives engineering teams a clear view of the tool's actual, immediate production readiness. This flowchart charts Instatic's technical architecture, placing the Bun runtime at the foundation.
Compare this to a traditional PHP-based CMS. By leveraging Bun's native execution, the system removes middle-layer bottlenecks, resulting in a leaner infrastructure path. This comparison table maps 3 deployment pathways. Local development requires manually configuring Bun and databases. One-click platforms like Railway bypass local setup for rapid previews. Docker demands explicit container configuration for secure staging, offering exact isolation. Selecting a deployment method forces a direct trade-off. You must balance immediate convenience of a pre-configured template against the long-term control of managing raw infrastructure. The documentation claims 5 functional pillars: design, build, manage, analyze, and extend. These pillars operate synchronously. Visual design choices compile directly into the build pipeline, while management interfaces dynamically read from the active database schema. However, looking at the capability map, the structure cracks. Current documentation lacks verified tooling for bulk data exports, multi-site support is absent, and mirrored READMEs actively disagree regarding reliable migration pipelines and production database stability. Adopting this system today means accepting hard limitations. You gain access to bleeding-edge execution speeds, but you forfeit standard enterprise safeguards and established data mobility. This dashboard tracks current maturity metrics, early version numbering, an erratic release cadence, and a concentrated cluster of stars and forks. The gauge chart visualizes severe coverage bias. Most available data comes directly from official documentation or mirrors. Independent third-party consensus does not currently exist. Before committing any proprietary code or infrastructure to this CMS, you must manually verify the live state of the repository against the deployment matrices detailed today. Any follow-up questions will be answered using only this bounded set of citations. Without guessing at unwritten roadmaps, early adopters must apply extreme technical vigilance.